What an ending! The series didn't start well, but it got better as it went on, especially in the last few episodes. To finally have a good ending like the previous two seasons. And with that ending, season 3 could be satisfying. There was a charming darkness at the end. You can bet that the creator of this series, Mike White, believes that people can change. You can see this change in the character arc of each character. I think the main theme of the series is the ability of human being to change under the right pressure or with different circumstances or by meeting the right person. Let's dive into the last episode of White Lotus Season 3. At the beginning of the season, Belinda wanted to improve her mental state in her career. But by meeting Greg and hearing his suggestion, we can see that she was simply putting on the mask of a moral person. And with the money she got, she was able to buy a new conscience for herself and finally take off her mask, because with the power of this money gave her, she could finally be truly herself. The real Belinda has different desires. She's not looking for a human relationship or opening her own spa. She wants to be rich and have fun. On the other hand, Piper, who always talked about Buddha, Thailand, and simple life, made fun of Saxon and his family for their superficial interests, after just one hard night realizes that she's just like them. She abandons her ideology and way of thinking for the sake of a comfortable life, but she has no idea that she's not gonna have her luxuries at home either. That one night was the beginning of her difficult life. The most interesting change was in Saxon. With Chelsea's help, he saw himself from the outside. He realized that he was really a person with a nice body who could ultimately be a vehicle for other people's fantasies, and he wanted to experience a deeper connection with someone. This spark could be seen when he watched Rick and Chelsea's relationship, their last hug, last kiss. We see the manifestation of some of Chelsea's beliefs in what happened to her. Whatever will be, amor fati, and everything coming true. Chelsea was blinded by her beliefs, and Rick was blinded by his past. Neither of them could see the reality for what it was. Gaitek, the only good guy in the story, became just the same as the people around him and couldn't resist the temptation of getting a better job, the success, and Mook. He saw that every time he distanced from a better job and success, Mook would also distance herself from him. So he took his chance, but he didn't just pull the trigger on Rick, he pulled the trigger on who he was so he could have a new start, a new life with Mook. Timothy was lucky to be able to regain his family and have hope to start over at the end of season after knowing about losing everything at the beginning. Lucky is the only person who is the same inside and out, and because of this positive trait, I think the director, the creator, didn't let him die because of his father's mistake and his family's hypocrisy. The only pure happy ending was belonging to those three friends. With that monologue of Laurie, it's moving, emotional, and deep, just beautifully puts the relationship of these three friends and her life in a few words about the meaning of life in time and her roots and just being with someone who cares about this monologue and voiceover from the first part of the episode were profound lines that didn't just appear profound and found meaning in the entire series we watched. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me what do you think about White Lotus Season 3.